Hello everyone and welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series on how to make a third-person shooter. And in this episode we will setting up all the things we need for our third-person shooter game, and on the next episode we will actually learn the algorithm of how do do that. So what is the prerequisite? Well, I have downloaded some animations as you can see for the gun part. So my player is holding the gun and all the animations are in here. So if you don't have any animations, that's fine. The only drawback of not having the animation is this. So as you can see, I don't have any animation for my pickup. So it's just picking up without any animations. So that's the drawback of not having the animations, but that's fine. It will work. So let's make the gun. So first let's make a new folder. I'm gonna call it blueprints. And let's set the color for it something blue. Okay, and inside this blueprint I'm gonna create a new folder called weapons and open that up. So what we need first is a blueprint class, and call this an actor component, and this would be a weapon component, weapon system component, and hit save. We also need a blueprint class of an actor type, which would be a master gun, so from which you can create a child of every gun you want to make. So this would be a master weapon. Save. Now what we need an enumeration and a structure. So right click on your control canvas panel, not a canvas app, the content browser, and in the blueprints you can see a enumeration and the structure. So let's first make an enumeration. I'm gonna call it e_weapon enum, and this stores all the types of weapon I have. So let's add some weapons. First default value I'm gonna add is none, so by default it don't acquire any weapons. And from the next, let's add some weapons. The weapons are AK-47, some a UMP gun which is also a rifle type, then a Uzi gun, then I have a handgun. If you want to add some weapons after that, you can add it. Then what I have a AWM sniper, then a shotgun of S686. So I think this is it. Do I have anything else? Yes, I have a melee weapon called Cogbat. So, okay, if you want to add something more, we will add later on. Let's make a structure now. So right click, and in the blueprint we have a structure. I'm gonna call it a weapon struct and open that up. So you will find some members in the structure. So first we need a weapon name, which will show in the weapon UI and anything. So weapon name, which would be a text. Let's make another one. This would be a weapon enum, which would be the enum we have just created, e_weapon enum. Yep. Then we need a weapon class. The weapon class would be the class reference of the weapon, so the master weapon, but the class reference, right? Then we need a magazine size, so mag size, I'm not sure the spelling, mag size. This would be an integer of what is the mag size of your weapon. It says how much ammo you can fire per round. Then we need a current ammo, so it says how much ammo you have in your weapon. Then we need a float type of variable called damage. So what is the damage of your weapon? Then we need an item image, or let's say weapon image. which would be a texture 2D. So if you have a weapon image, you can assign it to here. I think this is it. Yes, we need another one called is a melee weapon, because we want to do the ammo pickup part. So that's why I set it is melee weapon, and it is a boolean. Then what I need, well, I think this is all for it now. If I want to add some more, I will add it. So our master weapon has this weapon structure. So I will simply add a variable called weapon structure, weapon struct. Okay, and the type would be a weapon structure, right? Just compile and save it. So this is it. Minimize that. Now from this I can create some child blueprints, and all the child blueprints have the same as this weapon has. So first one would be a master assault rifle. Right. Then I have a master pistol. Then I have master shotgun. Oops. Shotgun. Yep. And I have a master sniper. And also I have a master melee weapon. So if you want to make an assault rifle, you can just right click and create a child of an assault rifle. So this is why we made this all weapons. So you can create a child, and from the child you can create also another child. So this is called the inheritance. So let's just make a new folder of assault rifles, and let's just set it out in here and move it up. I'm gonna create a new folder called shotguns, so it makes more sense. Let's move it up. Now what I need two new folders. First one is the pistols, and all the pistols will go to here. I need melee weapons. Melee weapon should go this master melee weapon to here. And now I need snipers, and the sniper this one should go here. Okay, so we have all the things. What I need now, so open your master weapon, and in the master weapon we have a component called a static mesh. This would be a weapon mesh. So whatever the weapon you are using, it would be go in here. So if you are having a skeletal mesh, then add a skeletal mesh component. If you are having a static mesh, then add a static mesh. Just don't add the both. Then I need some collision box so that I can interact with it. Interaction area. Yep. Compile and save. I think this is it. I don't need anything else for now. Let's minimize it. So open your assault rifle, and I want to create a assault rifle from it. So just right click and create an assault rifle. I'm gonna call it AK-47. Now for the AK-47 I need a mesh. So let's, in the weapon folder, I will create a new folder called models. And in the models I will create a new folder called AK-47, and I will just import a 3D model of AK-47 in the mesh. Nope. So I have a 3D model of AK-47, as you can see. If you don't have, you can click on this I button. Okay, it is done. Just save it up. Okay, fine. So open up your AK-47, and I need a weapon mesh. So I will get that AK-47, this one. Hit compile and save. So as you can see, we have a mesh. And now what I need, So I need to tell that yeah, I want to interact this weapon. So I will create an interface for that. So go to the blueprints and create a blueprint interface. I'm gonna call it an interact interface. Open that up, and I need interact function for this. So make it an interact function and add an input called interactor, because if your interactor is a AI, then also this should be work. This is why the type of an interactor would be actor object reference. Just compile and save. The blueprint interfaces are read-only functions which can use to communicate between two blueprints. So as you can see, no, we don't have to code this here. We have to code this in the master weapon. So this is my master weapon, and go to this class settings, and you can see implement a interface. So I want to implement my interact interface. Yes, just hit compile, save, and now if you right click and go to add events, you can see the event interact, the interact function we have just made. I will simply leave it as it is. I will simply minimize it, right? Okay, so we have done all the thing for now, and now in the player blueprint, so open your player blueprint, and we have to actually tell the player to interact, and whatever the objects that can be interactable, that those objects have that implement interact function, and our player can interact with them. So for different object, the interact function would do different things. First, now as you can see, if I play, if I play, my player is in the center position. But now we discussed in the previous video, I want something to offsetted left because it's a shooter game and the crosshair will overlap. So I will go to the camera boom, and for me the 60,30 is fine working. So I will set the camera offset, so 60,30, and let's check it out. As you can see, my player is somewhat offsetted left. You can do it however you want. And now what I want, so I need a interact function. So go to the settings, in the project settings, I need an input for that. So in the input, I will go to this action mappings, and I will create a new input called interact, and this interact would be R, not R, E button to interact. So search down the E button where it was, yep, this one, E to interact, and I don't need this reset VR, I will simply delete it. Let's open this up. So as you can see, if I right click and search for interact, you can see action events interact. In the action events, this is the E button. Before that, I want to delete that reset VR because I don't need that. Delete one, hit compile. So, okay. So for how do I want to interact? So first I will get all the overlapping actors for my character. So for this character, the actor, I want to get overlapping actors, get all overlap, and the class filter would be an actor. So this will get all the actors which is overlapping with this actor, this whole actor, and I want to search for each loop with a break. So this will search for which object has a interactable events. So it will search which object is implementing the interface interact function. So if this we are objecting has an interact function, then what we want to do, first we want to interact with this object, and then we want to close this loop because we don't want to interact further. So search for interact message. This interact function is a blueprint interface. The target we want to interact is this target we are interacting with, and interactor would be ourselves. So just search for a self reference, and then I will simply break the loop, and let's just do this interaction. Okay, done. I will compile, save. So as you can see, if my interact button should play, I should print a hello. I am doing this all in the master weapon and the third person. This AK-47 is nothing. I have done nothing in the AK-47. So let's grab that AK-47 and grab it to here, and let's hit play. Oh, the model is so big, so I want to set the model scale. So open up your static mesh, and in the static mesh you can see this build settings. So my build scale is 1. Let's go with 0.5 comma 0.5 comma 0.5 and apply changes. Hit save. So let's just check it out. How does look 0.5? 0.5 is just fine for me. And if I overlap with this actor and if I hit E, hello is printing. That's fine. But what is the reason? If we attach this actor to our player body, the camera will detect that yes, it is attached, and the collision will somewhat define unrealistic. So what I want to do, in the master weapon, this weapon mesh collisions should be a no collisions, or you can set this camera to ignore this weapon, but I will go for no collisions. So okay, it's fine. Now what? As you can see, now if I go in here, as you can see, I can move around with it. If you want to just make the camera to set the collision off, you can set it by setting this camera channel to ignore and everything else to normal. Okay, now what? We need a interact widget. So I will simply make a new folder and call it a UI, and in the UI I need a blueprint interface called interact widget. Open that up, and I don't need this canvas panel. What I actually need is a size box. So open your size box and make to desired, so we can actually see how much space it's consuming. My size box has a border and a text, and the size of this size box would be 20 comma 200 comma 50 because it works fine for me. So when we overlap with this, I want to show some text. Let's just set the border brush color to 0 because I don't want that, and the text should be centered. Okay, so everything is done. What I need a variable called weapon name, or interact object name, interact object. This would be a type of a text, and I need it to be exposed on spawn. So instance editable and exposed on spawn. And whenever I overlap with this master weapon, what I want that widget to pop up. So for that, let's first make a widget. So go to the add component and add a widget. I will add a widget, something called in the here, and in the widget click on this widget, and this one user interface space would be screen, not world, because I want this widget to every time face towards my camera, and the draw size would be obviously 200 comma 50 because that's our draw size, or you can make it draw at desired size. Hit compile and save. Now what I need, click on this interaction area and I need to add two events when I begin overlap and when I end overlap. So when I begin overlap, if if I begin overlap with my player character, then first I want to create this widget and I want to assign it to this master widget, and then I want to just toggle on and off. So first I'm gonna do is create a widget. The widget should be the interact widget we have made. So it has this interactive object name. The object name should be the get the weapon structure, and we have that object name. So just break it out, and this object name should go in here. And I don't need all unconnected pins, so I will just remove it. Then I want to set these two widgets. So set a widget, and the widget should be this widget, and then set visibility to true because I want to show this widget. Oops. Yes. Right. Now when I end overlap, what I can do, I will simply get this widget and I will set the visibility to false. So this is it. Let's make a boolean called can pick. This would be a boolean. So if I begin overlap, first I want to set this to can be pick to true, and if I end, I will set this can pick to false. Okay. Now what? Let's make some room in here. So as you can see, we are setting this widget. Let's promote this one to interact, promote this one to a variable. I'm gonna call it interact UI. The reason I did is because interact UI. Yep. The reason I promoted this variable is because if I don't do that, every time I overlap, this one should create a new widget, but I don't want that because this widget should be a static. It won't gonna change after creating. This is why I will create it for only once and then I will check. So grab this interact widget and right click to validate this. So if this widget is already not created, then and then I want to create it. If it's already created, then I don't want to create it again. I simply want to set the visibility to true. Let's just double click to add a reroute node. Yes. So it is done. Now what I need now, so by default the widget visibility should be off. So search for visible and turn off. Okay, so let's add some AK-47 in here. So go to your AK-47, the child of child class, and click on this self and open up the weapon structure, and the name of this gun would be AK-47, type would be the AK-47, class would be the AK-47, max magazine size would be 40, and let's say current ammo would be 40, and my AK-47 would do damage of 10 per shot. And it's a melee weapon. No, it's not a melee weapon. I don't need to set anything else. So let's check if it's working or not. Okay, the text block, because we haven't bind that. Open up your interact widget and we have to bind this text. So click on this text and we have to bind it with this guy. Compile, save. Let's check it out. It is saying AK-47. If I go back, it is not. Okay, we have set it up all the things, and let's set some more weapons. So yeah, I need a new assault rifle, so I will click and create a new assault rifle, call it UMP9 and open that up. The type of this would be a UMP9. Set up everything. Let's say max size would be 30 and the gun currently have 30 ammo and damage would be 7. Hit compile, save, and I need some more models. So let me just right click and create a new folder called UMP9 and I will import a new model for that, DG_UMP9, this one. So let's simply just import it. Now what I need, my UMP is not measured well, so what I gonna do, I will simply gonna build the scale. So this is how you can add a new gun without any issues. So let's set it to 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 and apply and close this up. So my new UMP9 mesh would be UMP9, this one, compile, save. So let's just grab a node and attach to here. So as you can see, this is UMP9, this is AK-47. So this is how you can make new weapons. This is very simple and you don't have to code anything inside this weapon because you just have to set this information, this weapon structure, right? And we're gonna code all in this master weapon. So everything inherit this master weapons has all the values inside it. So we don't have to code for all the things, we just have to create. So if you want to create a shotgun, you go to master weapon shotgun and create a shotgun called S686. So this is how you can create new weapons. So we have done all the things till now, and in the next episode we will do the interactable weapon interact algorithm system and we will attach it to our player and anything else. So in the next episode I will create all the weapons which I have created now, the rifles and all the shotguns. So this is all for it. So thank you so much guys for watching and bye bye.